All right, so welcome back, Superstar Traders. I want to just make this quick analysis on GBPNZD and show you all the possible ways to look at GBPNZD and also all the multiple time frames that we could look at it. All right, my name is 𝗦𝗛𝗔𝗥𝗘 if you're meeting me for the first time, and this is what I love to do. All right, so let me just quickly make that recap, okay? So the general view of GBPNZD is strictly bearish, okay, as you can see here, right? The general view is still bearish because why? Price has obviously, looking at it on the monthly time frame, actually, price has obviously been touching this zone here, the third touch, and this apparently happens to be the fourth touch. So we're still expecting a massively bearish movement. Now, not only that, remember, there are only two ways that I trade. If price comes to my point of interest and then I look for a confirmation, right? Now, price is at this point of interest and apparently there is also a confirmation. And on the monthly time frame, there is a confirmation to sell. So what is this saying? This is saying that, look, in the long term, GBPNZD is going to sell massively. And of course, that's what I can find on the monthly time frame. Now, not only that, if you look here closely, yeah, you can also attest with me that this particular zone here, right? This particular zone here is the other block, okay? Okay, so yes, this is the other block. So on the monthly time frame, yes. Of course, that other block caused a lot of imbalance. Of course, there was a fair value gap within it. So we're expecting that price would most likely come back into the other block and then respect that other block and fall back below. So literally, if I were to be a long-term trader, this is exactly how I would have traded this, okay? Something like this, and price falling all the way to the downside. Okay, so this would have been the perfect way to trade it if I were a swing trader, right? But now I'm not a swing trader. So let's quickly look at it on other time frames as well. So I'm going to leave all these, but essentially remove the other block consideration over there. All right. So on the weekly time frame, if I scale down to the weekly time frame, this is exactly what I can see. All right. And of course, on the weekly time frame, I saw the weekly other block here. All right, the weekly, which caused the weekly point of interest. And of course, that more like acted like a supply zone because price came into it the first time, but was heavily rejected. And again here, price came into it, but again was heavily rejected. And of course, we can also see on the weekly time frame that, look, price is on a bearish move, right? So yes, more bearish move confirmations confirmed even on the second time frame we're considering, which is the weekly time frame. Don't worry, I know I gave the signal for a buy, but I just want to tell you the work around it, okay? So on the daily time frame, yeah, let's go over to the daily time frame. Now, this is where it becomes really somehow on the daily time frame, yeah? So on the daily time frame, while I gave that signal for a buy, is I was hoping the price was going to come into this trend line very well before selling before the sell continuation will happen. And of course, not only that, I also saw this nice price movement here. Okay, now look at it carefully, right? So this is more like a counter trend line. Yeah. Now I'm looking at it on the daily time frame. It's going to make sense, and you see reasons why I decided for us to try our hands out on a buy position. So yes, apparently I was seeing this nice trend line. It was a good trend line because it was not too steep, yeah. But as well, there was as at the time I told you guys to buy GBPNZD, there was also some sort of confirmation about to happen on the daily time frame, yeah. And of course, that's the reason why I said take on a buy. So yes, we've seen on the monthly and on the weekly time frame that, look, this is going bearish, right? But I still stand my ground on the sell because the sell I'm considering, it's not a long-term sell. I'm considering a mid-term sell, right? Something that is going to just spike up and make some changes in the dynamics of the market, and price is going to continue to go down. Now, this is the more reason why I still hold my GBPNZD positions for a buy. So on the daily time frame, I've seen here, this is first, and here again, second, right? Second touch, and then the last but not the least is here, right? So I'm expecting that, okay, look, price is going to also continue to respect this zone here. If I look at it now critically on the 4-hourly time frame, it even makes more sense to me, right? So this is it on the 4-hourly time frame. Let me just adjust this and we can continue. Okay, sorry about that. Let me just adjust this so that it makes more sense. So can you see this now on the 4-hourly time frame? So on the 4-hourly time frame, I see price that keeps swinging upward. Okay, I see price that swings up, price that comes back below, price that another price that swings up, right? And then, of course, now watch this zone and watch it carefully, right? So this is what apparently I was expecting could possibly play out, guys. This is what I'm expecting that could possibly play out. All right. So this is what price has been doing. All right. The first swing, second, third swing, and we have all of these movements here. All right. Most likely price may swing up again before coming back below. Right now, that's exactly one of the things that made me okay. Look, price is on the trend line again. So since we've had first touch, second touch, and this trend line is acting as a trend line support. Yeah, I'm expecting that look, price is going to most likely respect this zone and continue to move upward. Okay. Now, not only that. If you look at this particular zone where price is sitting, right? If you look at that particular zone where price is sitting, you would only but find out that that zone is also another significant area. So let me show that to you. All right, so I'll be dragging it all the way to the future, right? All the way to the future, all the way to the future, all the way to the future, all right? All the way to the future. Let's say even this was taken into consideration, okay? Even this was taken into consideration. So if you notice carefully, right? If you notice carefully, you also find out that this particular area was a supply at some point, right? It was a supply here, was a supply, and then it still was a supply here before prices broke above it. So after prices broke above it, this turned to more like a flip zone, okay? A flip zone where we can now see support on resistance on support, right? So resistance, then resistance here again, and then a flip zone, and then again we began to see that zone acting now as what support, right? So it's more like a beautiful coincidence that we are having this zone also coinciding with our trend line, which apparently is going to let us believe that look, this particular zone here should be or would be respected for a bullish push to occur. Okay, so like I said, the long-term overall bias could be yes a sell, but the 4-hourly on the daily time frame, we're expecting a push to the upside. Okay, so price sitting comfortably at a 4-hourly point of interest. What do we look for? We look for a confirmation, which we already have seen a confirmation here from our commodity channel index on the 4-hourly time frame, only that it's yet to happen on the daily time frame. Okay, so it's yet to happen on the daily time frame. We've yet to see confirmation on the daily time frame. So if we get confirmation on the daily time frame, that is going to strengthen our confidence on taking this confirmation that we've seen on the 4-hourly time frame. So guys, go in GBPNZD for another round of buy. Okay, go in for another round of buy. This time around, you're taking it at the current market price, yeah? Please try to minimize your risk, okay? So let me find the perfect risk for us. To try to minimize your risk, okay, you can have your stop loss here. And of course, our take profit shouldn't be too far. And that will present us with at least a 1:5 risk to reward, okay? So yes, you can take this trade comfortably in addition to the one you've taken before, right? You can take this trade comfortably. There is a confirmation, price is sitting on our point of interest. There's nothing to be scared about, all right? We all go into this trade big, okay? But be careful, okay? So do not risk what you cannot lose. Why I'm saying that is because price might still, most likely, okay? No, not most likely, price might still, okay? You know, you don't own the market, right? This is what we've seen. This is what is happening on GBPNZD. But sometimes right, may most likely want to do what he wants to do. And what would that be? Probably to respect this zone, and then it goes in your favor, or break this zone, hit your stop loss. So do not risk more than you can lose. But for now, I am buy biased on GBPNZD. I hope this makes sense. All right, you can find the parameters here. Probably you pause the video to find the take profit, the stop loss at 2.08101, the entry price at 2.08432, the final take profit at 2.10095. I mean, the stop loss is at 2.08101. All right, bye for now and see ya.